Good morning. Hope you've all had a blessed weekend and a good time with family and friends. I want to talk today from just one verse in the Bible, Proverbs 27, verse 17, which is a fairly familiar verse for everyone. And it says, "Just as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend." And Pastor was talking a few weeks ago about, as a church, how it's been a hard time to build relationships with one another. And I think not just as a church, but society in a whole, there's been a breakdown of relationships. And I got thinking about this verse and, how it does take time to develop those deep relationships. And some of I work in construction. I'll just use like a building analogy that, when you're constructing a building, it takes time for that building to develop strength. So as you build it, it's you start putting in the ties which holds the structure together. I think that's the same with our relationships. It takes time to build the bonds between each other and to strengthen our relationships. I was also thinking about this, and I'm thinking about how iron sharpens iron, because you wouldn't think that one metal would sharpen another. And normally, when I've sharpened things in the past, you'd use a stone or something to sharpen it, or you get those metal sharpeners you can buy now. But so I was looking at iron and how it would have been manufactured in those days. And what I found out is that the blacksmiths working with the iron could change its properties. So they could make some irons that are tempered and malleable, while other irons would be hard and brittle. And therefore the irons had different characteristics. So it's a wonderful analogy of people, really, that our different characteristics brought together strengthen one another. And we need to spend this time with each other, so we can, as it says, sharpen each other, focus on our relationships, and through that we can strengthen each other in our relationships with God. We can build each other up, we can encourage one another, and the trials we go through in life help us to have empathy for one another. So I just want to leave you with that although it can be hard, and for me sometimes, to build these relationships, that they are so important, and it's what God has ordained for us to do, not to be isolated. That's what the devil wants for us all to feel alone and isolated and on our own. But God is the opposite. He wants us to love one another, to spend time with one another and sharpen one another. So I hope you all have a great day, and God bless. Thanks.